I'm here in Geneva on the last day of the CBD Convention on Biological Diversity, the meetings which took almost 3 weeks and which were meant to define the global biodiversity framework. The meetings have been very difficult, very unhelpful processes, late night meetings, and it was very difficult to participate for civil society, for indigenous peoples, and also small southern delegations suffered a lot. Many issues which really should have been discussed, such as human rights, participation, gender, there was just not sufficient time for them, and therefore they were pushed off the agenda. Our main worry in these meetings has been a lot of corporate interest in the CBD. Especially there's a set of targets where there is a lot of pushing for an increase in self-regulation by business instead of regulation of the corporations themselves. So that's really very worrying. And the other thing which comes with that is a passing on of the responsibility for environmental behavior to individual consumers who don't have the means for this. This same topic is also worked out in a very detailed and a very neoliberal action plan, and they just planned to approve it without much ado, but happily the African region and a few Latin American countries stopped that from happening. Now this issue will still be discussed in the COP15, but our concern is that it will still be pushed through. Our second big point is that obviously the CBD needs to ensure biodiversity is properly preserved. The plans to save it needs to be on the one hand ambitious and implemented in an effective way, and on the other hand they need to take on board a human rights-based approach and equity. The current targets fall short on both elements. We are hugely worried about the human rights implications of current conservation approaches. Because there's still so much left to discuss, an extra meeting is being planned for June, which will be even more difficult for civil society to participate in it. Then hopefully there's COP15 end of August. Friends of the Earth International will be there with our allies to fight for biodiversity, human rights, and to oppose the neoliberal action plan.